Hello everyone, welcome to the live. Come in. So today we're actually going to be talking about growth, how to grow your curly hair, how I grew my curly hair. For those of y'all who don't know, I literally bleached my hair blonde for like 5 years straight. And whenever I dyed it back black, it was not the same. It was not the same at all. So I had to do complete curl reconstruction, and I didn't do a big chop. I never really did a big chop. I just consistently cut my hair and like got little trims, but I never chopped it all off. So here's how you can regrow your curly hair without doing a big chop or anything like that. So let's get into it. I'm probably going to make this a growth series because I'm actually about to start growing my hair out now. My last haircut, they cut it way too short. So I know a lot of y'all are wanting to know what kind of haircut I have. Honestly, I got a curly cut. It was way too short, and it's just now growing out to where I wanted it to be in the first place. So I'm doing a lot of hair growth stuff. So I'm in the same boat with y'all. I'm also growing my hair out. But I've grown it out many, many times, so I feel like I have the system down. I feel like I have it down. Hello, y'all. Welcome in. So we're just going to be discussing hair growth and how we're going to grow our curls nice and long and luscious. Okay, so the number one thing that I've done that I notice has tremendously helped me grow out my curls is by oiling my scalp. I'm going to show y'all how to oil your scalp. But first, we're going to kind of go over some serums that I'm using right now. I have been using this Keranique growth treatment. And I'm also in the shower. I've been using the Keranique follicle strengthening shampoo and conditioner. You can literally feel this on your scalp. Like, it literally tingles. I know I've told y'all in several of my other lives, like, make sure that you are stimulating your scalp when you are in the shower. Whenever you're shampooing, you're conditioning, you want to make sure that you are stimulating those hair follicles. If you don't have one of these, they're not very expensive. I have my Amazon storefront linked. So if you don't have one of these scalp stimulators, you can literally use your hand, but I suggest getting this and then try to stimulate your scalp for up to 2 minutes everywhere. If you can do it longer, great. The longer, the better. But you really want to go ahead and stimulate your scalp. These actually stimulate your scalp for you, so you don't have to. I still stimulate my scalp whenever I'm doing the shampoo and the conditioner. But this literally is a follicle strengthening hair growth shampoo and conditioner specifically for curls, which I haven't seen before. So these I literally can feel when I'm in the shower. So after doing all of that, I do stimulate my scalp with the regrowth serum. I have been using this for the past couple weeks. I'm literally almost out of this one. I have another one, and I'm going to have to break open pretty soon. But stimulating my scalp and oiling it, I've definitely seen a big difference in like my hair growth. You can also get like a bond or a repair oil. My favorite bond oil is from As I Am. I also have another bond oil from, I believe it, oh yes, it's from Olaplex. This one is on the pricier side, but it's pretty good. It's very thick. I can tell that it's super hydrating. Anything with a bonding component in it is definitely going to help, because what a lot of y'all are not realizing that I'm seeing a lot online is that you're not realizing that a lot of the reason you're not noticing your hair growing is because of all the breakage. So if you are ripping at your hair whenever you're detangling, if you're ripping at your hair in the shower, that's going to cause breakage and you're not going to see the growth. Your hair might be growing, but you're constantly breaking it off or you're putting heat on it. So you're not even able to see the growth. Okay? So we need to make sure that we're really like doing these treatments. Another stimulating hair oil that I used to use a lot. I don't use this one as much anymore because I have other ones that I just like, but this definitely works. This is probably the most affordable one that I have. This is the Do Grow. You can literally get this from the beauty supply. And I actually put a little bit of castor oil in here. And then I would literally just oil my scalp every day. And I did this last summer. I'm going to have to find a picture of y'all. I grew my hair so long last summer, I had to literally cut it all off. because it just looked crazy. But this definitely will grow your hair long, okay? So y'all are kind of understanding we are needing to do all the scalp treatments. Make sure you're oiling your scalp. I'm going to show y'all how to do it, because what you don't want to do is waterboard your entire scalp. That can actually clog your scalp pores and it can have the adverse effect. A lot of people don't know that. They just put the oil everywhere. No, what you need to do is get something to part your hair with. I'm really about to leave the house, so I don't really want to mess my hair up, but I'm just going to do it for the sake of showing y'all. So we're literally just going to part our hair to where we can see the scalp, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to take 3 little dots, 1, 2, 3, directly on the scalp. Take your scalp stimulator. Stimulate your scalp for about 2 minutes. If you can do longer, great, do that, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to continue to part it all the way down your head. And make sure that you are putting that hair oil or your hair growth serum directly on the scalp, okay? And just 3 little dots. You don't need to be putting it all over your scalp. Don't do that. This is also going to help y'all's scalp serums last longer, because I know a lot of people, they don't know. They just put it everywhere. So then we're going to make sure you're working that all the way down, right? How I just parted it, go all the way down on one side, and then you're going to go on the other side and do the same thing, okay? And then you're going to take the crown of your head, going to separate it out, okay? You want to get directly on the scalp. Let me actually put some serum on my hand so I'm not ripping at my hair. Hey, y'all, we're just going over some growth tips. And I'm showing y'all how to oil your scalp right now. So y'all come on in. Okay, so I'm just going to separate this out. I'm going to get directly on the crown of my head, on my scalp, just 3 little dots, y'all. It doesn't need to be too crazy. Stimulate that scalp. And this actually feels so good. If you've never stimulated your scalp, it feels amazing. Okay? And then what I like to do after I just use the, this is a hair serum. It's not the same as a hair oil or a scalp oil. This is actually a lot lighter. It's water-based. So if you are somebody, I see a lot of people saying that the oils like flake up their scalp or it makes their hair super heavy. If you can't do an oil, get you a hair serum. Okay, and then on the ends, what we're going to do is we're going to go in with a bonding oil. So this is like a repair oil. A lot of y'all feel like y'all are having trouble with your hair growing. Your hair is probably growing, but it might be breaking off, or you have split ends, so you're not even noticing that it's growing. You get what I'm saying? So we want to make sure that we're putting that bonding component on the ends of our hair every single night. Okay. And some shower tips that I have for y'all, I just thought of this. Never comb your hair out or brush it out until there is a conditioner in your hair. I would say if you have a Tangle Teaser, or like you can get, this is like an off-brand Tangle Teaser. It's by June. But you can get you something like this, and you can detangle it in the shower, and it's a lot gentler on your curls. You were the reason I got my curly cut. Been growing out my hair layers. Oh, yay! Thank you so much, Mila. I hope you love it. I do think it's a lot more flattering for curly hair, and it gives you a lot more volume when you have a curly cut. A lot of people ask me, what is my haircut? It's a curly cut. For sure. I get a curly cut, and I just get really short layers like in the front. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to be oiling these ends. And then the second you put oil on your hair, it's in a vulnerable state. So if you're going to go to, I would do this before bed. If you're going to go to bed, maybe braid it down and just put it in like a protective style. Okay. But we want to be oiling daily, oiling the scalp and oiling the ends daily if you want growth. Okay. And then for bedtime, make sure that we are braiding these. I would put these in 2 separate braids. Y'all, I'm about to leave my house, so I should have did this before bed, but I would braid this down and then put it in a silk or satin bonnet. And then just make sure that when we are doing our hair, ladies, when we're detangling, be gentle. Be very, very gentle. Another repair serum that I have is by Messy. It doesn't smell good. I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. It doesn't smell great. I usually use this one before bed. I'll put the serum on the ends of my hair and I'll put it on my scalp. Scalp care is definitely going to take y'all to another level. Okay, and then lastly, hydration. Make sure that we're doing a lot of hydration treatments. If you can, get you some hair masks. If you go to the beauty supply, you can find little packs like this. These were my holy grail when I was in high school. This is like a 2-part pack. I think this thing is like $2, okay? You can find these on Amazon. Not even just specifically this brand, but this is like an anti-breakage mask. This actually would probably be a great protein treatment for y'all. Maybe do this one like once a week. You don't need to do this one that often. But this is like a 2-part protein pack for your curls. You want to be making sure to hydrate and to stop breakage. Okay? So very careful detangling, hydration, hair mask, minimum once a week. Minimum. Okay? So today is a very short video. I just wanted to get on here, yell at y'all about breakage and tell y'all to be more gentle when you're styling your hair, when you are detangling. Be gentle. Be gentle in the shower. Massage your scalp. Even if you don't have a stimulator, don't use your fingernails. Just massage your scalp. Massage it throughout the day. Stimulate those hair follicles, okay? And I promise you, you're going to start to see some hair growth. Your hair is probably growing already. It's just breakage. So be more gentle. And hopefully I helped another curly girl out in the world somewhere love her curls a little bit more today. I love y'all so, so much. Let me know if there's anything else that y'all want to see, any other tips that we need, and I will get that answered for you. Love you, girlies. Good night.